Virus corona juga membangkitkan virus kebaikan. Gerakan solidaritas sosial semakin kuat di masa pandemi ini.
Itu terkumpul, kita belanjakan, terus kita bagikan. Sementara kalau ada orang yang mau berbagi secara langsung di TKP, itu bisa langsung ditempatkan. Ada juga yang habis mengasih, terus ngambil beberapa biji untuk dibawa pulang, itu juga ada. Dan kalaupun itu ada kotak amal, itu bukan maksud kita jualan. Tapi kotak amal itu diasumsikan ini adalah iuran sebelumnya. Jadi iuran untuk membeli sayur.
Selain Kamis, Sabtu adalah waktu kegiatan Sego Mubeng.
Saudara-saudari kita yang menerimanya sungguh bisa merasakan berkah Allah lewat kebaikan para donatur dan Bapak Ibu, saudara-saudari sekalian. Dan semoga rezeki ini sungguh-sungguh menjadi berkah kekuatan bagi saudara-saudari kita yang menerimanya.
Untuk kesekian kalinya, Universitas Airlangga kembali menerima donasi dari sejumlah pihak dalam penanganan kasus corona. Kali ini donasi datang dari keluarga alumni
COVID-19, PPKM, and community action. During the COVID-19 outbreak, community social actions work by building alliance around the common goal of protecting everyone. Community actions have a tendency towards effort to, first, directly intervene to reduce the disruptions to people's life. Second, strive to build a network of partnerships with stakeholders at the local and national levels to obtain funds and provide free food and health supplies. And third, cut or control the spread of COVID-19 infection. The second part contains efforts made in the community to improve knowledge and raise awareness on COVID-19, and by doing so, change people's behavior. Based on the type of social action in accordance to its meaning and type of community, there are 4 models of community action. First, ideological. It's the social actions carried out by political parties and social organizations from political parties, such as Bansar, Fatayah, and Aisyah. It's the example of organizations affiliated with Nahdlatul Ulama. Second, altruistic. It's the role of the community, namely hobbies, associations, or business people, in spontaneous response to the pandemic, which is raising awareness, carrying out social services, and distributing masks, PPE, and basic necessities, which directed toward groups most affected by PSBB. Third, pragmatic. It's the real action by the government, namely the provincial, municipal, and district, in preventing the larger spread of COVID-19 through preventive and curative efforts. And last, it's populist, which is public education on pandemic mitigation by government officials or candidates for officials. Community actions in Surabaya. Social and cultural factors lead to rationalization of communities' social actions in the city of Surabaya. In an urban society, the behavior of society and individuals is increasingly dominated by rationales oriented toward goals, not values. Community actions that become the part of mitigation's effort regarding COVID-19 require interpretative understanding. In social reality, most social actions are illogical, or the actions that base on meanings, motives, and sentiments. During the second PSBB, the governments of East Java and Greater Surabaya began to involve civil society. This means empowering kampung or villages and neighborhoods to participate in cutting off the spread of COVID-19 by establishing task forces at the smaller levels, known as Wanitoko Surabaya, which just means Dare to Keep Surabaya Safe. The pattern of community action in Airlangga sub-district of Surabaya tends to be in unison with the interventionist pattern of the municipal government utilizing institutional approach. Kampung Tangguh is a form of community-based social action executed in the city of Surabaya. The goal is to minimize the spread of COVID-19 and increase citizen participation in maintaining environmental security and safety. Surabaya has established Kampung Tangguh in Sidotopo and Jagir Wonokromo, followed by Kalidami and Jojoran. All of these actions can be categorized into having four motives. First, the community social actions tend to be objected to efforts in reducing the level of health vulnerability, community safety, and to control the spread of COVID-19 in their areas. Such community actions are driven by moral impulses. Communities in Surabaya take action because they have a sense of solidarity. Their decisions are motivated by moral judgment. That is what they are acting upon. The reasons for concern with moral motivation are easy to understand. How the community acts is very important in terms of morality because they act upon it. The community social actions also tend to be directed toward efforts to reduce the community's vulnerability of social and economic risks. The actions are rational in a way that they are motivated by commitment to humanitarian values. There is a humanitarian value that determines the choice of means and goals to help others who are affected by social disasters, less fortunate, lost their job, and the ones who work in the informal sector. The meaning of value rational actions as a common element with an affective behavior extend to a level in which in each case there is a meaning that motivates action from the community. The action does not rely upon motivation to attain some hidden objectives, but in immediate visible ones. Some other actions carried out by the communities to support certain candidates during the implementation of PSBB are first, giving donation in form of washing stations, PPE, groceries, and money to government offices, hospitals, and the general public. And second, printing banners and posters. There are goals to be achieved through social action. Community action is also based on consensus between the communities in agreeing on the assistance to be given to the people. Assistance in the form of masks and hand sanitizers, unlike meal packages, are not being responded to by the people. The impact of COVID-19 causes them to become a new vulnerable group of people. In the end, people tend to violate health protocols because they have to earn a living to fulfill their daily needs. Moral arguments are often found to be the motive of social actions, more than pragmatic or ideological or populist arguments. However, there are also social actions motivated by moral purposes, which are then reduced to pragmatic actions. This is due to the actual needs and the real conditions in society. Observations show that in Surabaya, residents of several kampungs refuse to be given masks. They prefer assistance in form of rice and other daily necessities, such as sugar, cooking oil, and canned food. Regional factor can change the political interests that provide assistance that is entrusted to the community. There are community actions in which certain political interests are attached. Thus, the community actions, which was initially rational, turned into ideological and pragmatic. This is because there are certain political interests of those who run for a regional election.